Hey, welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host, Isaiah. And on this episode, we are going to install a new item for the 2007 Galant. Let's see what it is. Alrighty, guys. You guys have been asking for some Galant content, and I had ordered something, just to give you guys a little bit of content. So let's bring it in. What we're going to be installing is a brand new intake for the 2007 Galant. So basically, oh, it's so shiny. Let me clean my lenses here. Here we are. Ah, that looks better. Okay. So we're gonna install this intake. But yeah, so another thing too is it has rubber isolators, which is awesome. I'm hoping they're gonna fit in the proper position. We're gonna find out. Also, we have this for the intake sensor for the 3.8 liter, which is another important item. If you don't have this, you cannot put an intake without interrupting that plastic sensor. So with that being said, let's go pop this thing on there and let's see if it actually feels faster. Technically it should, but we'll see. Okay, and this is what we got. So let's see. So we're gonna take all of this stuff off. We have one sensor, we got a vacuum port, and we're not gonna use any of this, not gonna use this, and not gonna use this. I think we have an air temperature sensor or some type of solenoid. We'll keep that there, that's fine. And yeah, we should be good to go. So we're gonna start by taking all of this stuff out. And let's disconnect this. What in the world is that? So that's how hot it is outside, I guess. Everything is turning to goo. Okay. So that, and I'm gonna take that off from there. 10 millimeter here. Buckle clip there, plastic clips here, and pop that out. That's pretty simple. And then let's see, this vacuum line, that has to come off, and I know this bolts down, so yep. Just start taking everything apart. Okay, so we got a good amount out. So it was 2 10s, and the plastic or the metal buckle. Then we have this nasty filter that was in there. Never changed, at least not while I had the car. Took out the sensor, intake pipe, and now we got a 10 millimeter down here. That's gonna take out this here front half, and a 10 millimeter over here to disconnect this air pipe. And boom, we're gonna keep going. So there's a 10 millimeter hidden right here. You wanna take that out. And last but not least, we're gonna take this guy out. Okay, and then last but not least, you have to slide it off of here. So the 10 millimeters right there allow you to bend the computer back ever so slightly to lift it up and off. And then next we have this tube here, which is a 10 millimeter right there. And I'm sure there's one on the bottom. We'll get to that in a second. Now on the back of here, you can pretty much see how this works. You get vacuum from there goes to this empty box, which in turn goes to this solenoid, and then it actuates this guy at a certain RPM. It just basically lifts open a flap to get additional air. So we're gonna leave this connected so the computer doesn't see any difference. And we're just gonna take this bolt out here, take this vacuum line and plug it into this one. And everything should be normal. And most likely we'll plug this one. So that'll be good. Okay, so this box here goes all the way around to right underneath here. So there's a 10 millimeter there. Along with that one is that one. So make sure you take them all off. All right, and that piece is out. You want to basically lift up this water bottle. Gives you a little bit more room to play with. And then boom, she's out. So yeah, let's come in with the new pipe. Let's see what we're working with. And all of that is all of the original intake equipment. Now we have this one, which again I believe is a little too small, but then again so is the throttle body. We will address all of that in the future. But anyway, so our first pipe is going to go on first. I have it completely put together here more or less, but we're going to take it back apart and put it together properly and take it from there. So our first pipe has a stand isolator. We're going to pop that in. We're going to pop in the sensor and we should be good to go. So this will look something like that. All right, so let's see where everything goes. Okay, so I already see the first problem. The isolator is supposed to be on the opposite side, which will be right here. And there's nothing there. So I'm gonna cut this guy off and we're gonna put in the sensor right here, which is pretty simple. This is the front, this is the rear, so it goes in like that. Alrighty, so let me pop that in and we'll be good to go. Okay, so I tried to fit this sensor into here and it looks like it needs a little bit of massaging. If you could take a look here, goes in and has this back plate and that's not quite fitting in there, so it needs a little bit of massaging to get that to go all the way in. So yeah, let's take this off and get to it. Okay, so use this guy to clean out this hole. Use that guy to cut this guy off. And yeah, I think it should be ready. We're gonna do some test fitting. If everything goes well, then we will put it on. And you use a red shop towel to clean out the inside of the pipe. You know, you don't want your engine to suck that stuff up. So, yep, let's see what we got. Okay, so it fits on there perfectly, but in the middle of doing this, I realized I put this on the wrong way. So I need to take this boot off and put it on the other side. Oops. So anyway, so this is gonna go this way. Then this boot is gonna take it down here, which I do need to see whether it's gonna be in the proper spot or not. And I had to reconfigure this one too. So apparently it goes like this, bolts up to the wall, and then faces forward right around the fog light. So let's put this together properly and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the realm of where we are pretty much. So it doesn't quite line up. This piece is just kind of hanging there in the wrong position. And then the intake filter will be showing right through this pipe near the wheel. And it's probably recommended to have your wheel guard in there and to have your fog light in there. So best believe there's going to be more upgrading we're going to be doing to this car. But in the meantime, this kit is not for this car. They actually don't sell an intake kit for this particular car. They actually sell it for the Eclipse GT, and that's what this is. That's most likely why it's not fitting properly. And yeah, so regardless to what, we're going to make it fit and take it from there. So next order of business is to plug in this sensor which is this guy right here. So now technically the car can start. And then we take the hose that was here, we popped it onto this fitting here. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off this lower pipe. We're gonna take this bracket here off, and I am thinking about just leaving it disconnected for now, but I do want the bracket to be bolted at the bottom, because when you accelerate and deaccelerate, this is like a swinging arm, and if it wasn't pinched between a transmission, I'd be more concerned. But yeah, we're gonna see what we could do here to get this in a better position. So first things first, I'm gonna take this pipe, take this piece off, and run it without. So we'll be able to pop the filter on there and be good to go. Okay, so I took this piece off. Now I believe we're good to go. So I'm gonna connect everything, and we're gonna do our first start here in just a few. And there we have it, it is in there. So one of the things I do want to upgrade is the boots. The boots definitely are going to fall apart. It's not if it'll happen, it's more along the lines of when it'll happen. So I'm gonna get those upgraded black, so there's not so much red in here. But yeah, so let's start it up. Let's see what she sounds like. Alrighty. Nice and quiet until we rev it. So let's see what it sounds like with a little bit of throttle input. Alrighty. Oh, she's icy cold. Never rev your car on the cold engine. So we'll wait till it warms up. Okay. I really hope this this comes through clear on the audio, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see. Wow, that's loud. We definitely have to take it for a drive, so let's do that. Just in time. Let's go get some gas. Okay, let's see what she'll do. Let's pay attention to the RPM. There we go. Wow, that's interesting. Mitsubishi Power, huh? Not bad. So, just doing the speed limit here. Let's just listen to it in neutral. Got it in neutral there. It's very loud. Pop it in drive. It's pretty interesting. And package came in. Got the braided boots. And overall, that looks 1,000 times better. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed and found it informative in some way, shape, or form. If this is the type of content you like to watch, consider subscribing. If you haven't already, hit that bell icon for updated notifications. And remember, guys, knowledge is power, and I will see you next time.